Save paper to save trees. Jai Shri Jai Paul. Hello children, said Raju, a member of Value from Waste, an organization that spreads awareness among children regarding recycling of paper. Raju waved to the senior children seated in the assembly hall, and they all chirped in with a hello in response and waved back. He introduced himself and said he would like them to call him Anna, as they all responded with, "All right, Anna." I shall tell you a story, which is also a fact, kids, so listen carefully, said Raju. Do you know the story of paper? The children did not, and they looked at each other and then at Raju on the stage and said, "No, Anna." Well, it is a very interesting story indeed, said Raju and went on. The word paper is derived from papyrus, a plant used by the people of early Egypt to produce a thick paper-like material. He could hear the children repeat, "Papyrus, paper, papyrus, paper." Yes, very good. Now that you know how paper got its name, I will tell you how paper actually came into use and who invented it. 2000 years ago, isn't that a long, long time? Well, 2000 years ago, there was a Chinese scholar named Cai Lun who ground mulberry bark, linen and hemp together to create a pulp. He then spread the pulp on a cloth thinly, and when the pulp dried, paper was formed. Isn't that fantastic? Come on over, Rosie, said Raju to the young lady sitting on the stage, listening and smiling at Raju. Rosie walked up and Raju introduced her. She was a teacher in a city college who had volunteered to join the team on most visits. Rosie said, "Call me Akka," to which the children happily said, "All right, Akka." You children already seem to know how to separate your wastes, for I noticed the school surroundings look quite clean and there are dustbins everywhere. I hope it remains this way at the end of the day. Yes, Akka, cried the children eagerly. First, I want to tell you something about what it costs to make paper. You already know that paper comes from trees. The children nodded. Did you know that each time we recycle paper, we are saving trees? For example, every 4 feet of newspaper recycled actually saves 1 tree. The children were happy to hear that recycling paper actually saved trees. But in big cities, a grocery store uses 700 paper bags in 2 hours, which means trees have to be constantly replanted. So, planting trees and recycling paper are the most popular ways in which we can preserve our nature and stay environment friendly. The children were clapping and soon promised to plant more trees in their town and its surroundings. And now, children, said Raju, even before you use paper, here are ways in which you could save it. Bring along a small slate to work out maths problems for rough work so that you can just rub it off and you don't have to use paper. If you must take out printouts, use the smaller font sizes so that you use less paper. And do print on the other side too. That will be a real saver. Cut and clip together on a small pad the blank side of used sheets to use as memo pads. You will find it very handy and useful. Raju knew this message had really reached the children.